Welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Now, today we're going to talk about something a little lighthearted, a bit funny. We all know how the Trump campaign has been running as of late. It's flailing, seems to be sinking in the polls a bit, maybe a bit down in the pits, I guess you could say. In fact, Donald Trump was off the campaign trail for almost 2 weeks for undisclosed reasons, no real explanation for where he's been. In fact, during last week's campaign blitz with Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, Trump was MIA and J.D. Vance was out doing all the stuff. It's almost as if his campaign sees him as a liability and doesn't want him out there. But that's kind of what happens when your campaign starts to tank. But what I find hilarious is that he used on Friday at the Bozeman, Montana rally, they used the song My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And I find that absolutely hilarious, considering it was the hit song to a movie where the ship sank. It seems like a bit of foreshadowing maybe for the Trump campaign. Maybe somebody in the campaign realizes that they're basically on a path to sinking. Or maybe they just see the iceberg dead ahead. I don't know, but their campaign has been flailing about, and then they played that song of all the songs. And even the Celine Dion management team took a jab at that, pointing out the problems with a political campaign using that song. Now here's the tweet that was put out on Saturday by Celine Dion's management team on her Twitter feed. Today, Celine Dion's management team and her recording label Sony Music Entertainment Canada Inc. became aware of the unauthorized usage of the video recording musical performance and likeness of Celine Dion singing My Heart Will Go On at a Donald Trump J.D. Vance campaign rally in Montana. In no way is this use authorized, and Celine Dion does not endorse this or any similar use. And really, that song? Now that's what I find to be absolutely hilarious. Just a little shot right there, pointing out how insane it is to use that particular song at a campaign rally, especially when your campaign is flailing and sinking in the polls. It's almost as if somebody in the campaign knows what's going on, right? Like somebody in the campaign sees what's going on and nobody else does. Now I'm sure there's a lot of going on back and forth, in the campaign about why that happened, why that video was played in the first place. Why would you pick a song from a movie where the ship sank? So I just find it absolutely hilarious that this would happen, right? That you would play this kind of song. It's just funny. Now, a little bit of update about the channel. In the next few weeks, I do plan to still do a few videos over Project 2025, or also known as Agenda 47, or the 180-day plan. All these things are basically the exact same. There's maybe some minor differences in phrasing and wording, because Project 2025 was written by people that are somewhat intelligent, and then Agenda 47 is a bunch of videos of Donald Trump basically spewing the exact same stuff in Project 2025, but in his own insane rhetoric, I guess. I'll probably start with some stuff with Health and Human Services, because of how they want things to be compared to what Donald Trump has said he wants them to be when it comes to trans people not existing, basically. Also, I've been asked a few times over on Facebook, and I've been seeing it a number of times, people being asked why they're supporting Kamala Harris. Are they just supporting her because she's a woman, or because she's this or she's that? The fact is, Kamala Harris is hope. That's really what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to me. Now, she's got over 20 years of support for the LGBTQ community as well. So I know she's not going to come after my community, and she's not going to come after the rest of the LGBTQ community. I know that that she has supported the Equality Act. She has supported the women or the anti-women's violence acts that Trump let expire and the Republican Party has refused to allow to be passed again. These are things that have to be taken care of. I also know that she would put a stop to this whole campaign that the GOP has for banning mifepristone, the drug for abortions, as well as protecting and trying to codify the rights of women's, reproductive rights. These are things that need to happen. Now, here's the thing. You've got the people out there trying to paint Harris as some kind of far left communist or something. And that's just not the case. She is right there in the middle. She may be a little left of Joe Biden, because Joe Biden is really a very centrist Democrat. But the only thing that makes her any more to the left than Joe Biden is her strong support for the LGBTQ community. And that's it. The rest of her policies fall in line with the mainstream of America. So that's why I'm voting for her. Because she'll support my community. She'll support women's rights. She will fight to codify Roe through Congress. And she'll fight to get the protections put back in place of the Violence Against Women Act. Also, she will push for the Equality Act to be passed finally. Among other things, she's got a decent record on the environment. She seems to have a decent record when it comes, or decent idea or ideology when it comes to dealing with Israel and Palestine. She wants a two-state solution. She even met with people of the uncommitted movement who were not going to vote for Joe Biden because of his continued stance and support of Israel. Kamala Harris even came out and supported a complete and total ceasefire immediately, which is something she would fight for if she becomes president. I do believe there is a solution. We can find a solution here that allow both Israel to continue its existence and gives the Palestinians back a lot of what they've had stolen from them, and a path towards peace. So if you want to know why I'm supporting Kamala Harris, that is why. Those are the reasons right there. It has nothing to do with her gender, has nothing to do with her race. It has everything to do with the fact that she is hope for the future. That said, I hope everyone's having a great day, and I'll see you down the road.